Hello everyone, GameDog here, and welcome back to Let's Play Stick Ranger. So, over the course of the last episode, I actually did a little bit of awesome grinding to get the Ruby 3 and the Garnet 3, like I said I was going to for this, just to make our Super Volcano that much more powerful. So this is actually, on par doing the damage of the regular Volcano did. However, it's also, as I said before, the Super Volcano is very powerful. And I hope to show that off as we head into the beach areas. Now, okay, the beach areas are kind of interesting. They're very gimmicky. They have a lot of weird enemies in them. And, I'm actually going to equip the Super Volcano for this area because there are a lot of grounded enemies. I'll equip this for these dragons, too, just because they're not... yeah, pardon. They're not that... yeah, they're not that big of a problem, all things considered. Oh, wait a second. You actually find more gems here. Huh. I probably should have waited to get these then. Yeah, add 6 to 5 as opposed to 5 to 6. That is a significant upgrade. You know what? That also means I can probably get the Garnet for at some point too, because when you see a group of things in one level, you can most likely get if you get like a certain kind of combo item in one level, you can most likely get for the other for the other kind of combo items too. So I'm gonna assume that over the next couple levels, we're gonna be able to get the the Peridot 4, the Emerald 4, the Garnet 4, and the Topaz 4 at some point. Why aren't you attacking him? Get after him. Alright. So, I'm not 100% sure where they are, though, because we are starting to get to that point at which I'm a little bit unfamiliar with the average level coming up. I'm gonna hope that I'm gonna be able to do these, though, which I am very confident in my ability to beat these levels. So, let's see here. We have, okay. Oh my goodness, sorry guys, let me take a drink of water real quick. Alright, that might help. Let's see here. I want to say, oh yes, these enemies right here, those like fish right there are like the vampire heads, because I want to say that's what these things are called. I'm actually going to equip these for these flying enemies up here. I think that'd be a better choice, but these guys are actually kind of an issue. What they do is they fire like a shockwave at you, like a ring at you, and the ring then stays in place, and then it explodes, in which case it'll do almost of like 80 damage to you, which is pretty crazy. And the boss's area is kind of an upgrade version of them, but we'll see those when we actually get to it. Let's equip the Ice Meteor. Oh, yes, we could probably also get the Sapphire for at some point in this level. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's what the Thunder Spirit 4 does. It has the exact same effect as the Oasis boss, which is really neat. I really like the look of that weapon, so I'm glad I have that ability on my side. Heck, it's a little bit like the Ice Meteor now that I think about it. Of course, again, that could be why I like it so much, but regardless, let's see here. I'm going to give all of these to you because you're better for these kinds of enemies. Ooh, let's equip the, yeah, let's equip the Thorn Chain. Yeah, let's equip the Thorn Chain right here. I just think it'd be a better idea for these upcoming enemies because they're kind of aerial and the Thorn Chain does scatter a lot, so I just think this would be a better idea. Actually, on second thought, maybe it wouldn't be a better idea in general. Let's actually just move on. I want to say we've defeated every enemy in this level, so let's jump over to the boss. And the boss's area, oh, that's not good. The boss's area can do almost of like 150 damage to you. He fires these the rings at you like the smaller ones do. However, his rings instead of doing like 80 damage, do like 120, which is dumb, and it's pretty crazy, all things considered. Let's see, this guy, yeah, I was gonna say he was gonna die pretty quickly anyway. Let's drag you over here, and let's see. Unfortunately, we have to do this drag. Oh, don't do that. Let's see here. Now, I would use my my strategy of like reviving a guy and However, this. yeah, you get revived with roughly a fourth of your health, and I want to say this enemy on a regular attack does more than 100 damage. Yeah, it does like 180 as I've demonstrated a few times before. Like this boss is actually really crazy. As far as I'm concerned, this boss is also like the most damage a single attack can do to you at once in this game. So far, at the very least. Again, I'm not 100% familiar with... Actually, I'm not familiar with all some of the later levels, so... Heck, we are getting close to them, and that is kind of why I wanted to start Let's Playing this in the first place. So I am getting pretty excited for that, all things considered. Let's see here. Hopefully these guys also drop some pretty neat items, because I am looking for some right now. Now that I know you can actually get the gems for the next for the next few levels in this area. I would really, or this this set of areas per se. I would really like to get them. Heck, now that I actually think about it, I do very distinctly remember one of the items I wanted dropping from the boss in the next level. We'll get to that when we get to that, though. We're actually making pretty good time on these, even though this boss, he's really grounded right now. Why aren't I using the super volcano? Probably because he's already dead. He's probably going to die in like 2 more hits anyway. That knight really like him being slowed down. I'm not sure if it slows down his projectiles or the rate at which he fires, but it sure slows like the physical body down, which is also very nice to have. That knight has so much range now. Well, he doesn't have too much range, but he has enough range to actually attack these guys and not have them attack you back, which is very nice because I'm basically 1 hit away from death on any one of these enemies right now. You still have a ton of health left. Not too happy about that. I don't want to get too close to you, even though I could probably get away with it. Not a way of getting 1 hit, but a way of like being a little reckless. Yeah, given the fact that I do so much damage and these guys are slowed down. I don't know, better safe than sorry when it comes to this kind of thing. It takes a little bit longer, but let's actually use this strategy. Let's look at the super volcano, see what that does. Let's see. The ice meteor may have actually done more in that case. I keep saying how much I like the super volcano, but honestly, ice meteor is the way to go, man. Like, super volcano is just good for crowd control. Ice meteor is really what you really want to use if you need to if you need to single out a single boss or a single enemy. Let's see here. Did a little grinding in Desert 8, which explains all those claws I had on me. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Beach 2 next. Now, the Beach 2, okay, this is a very good candidate for the, this is a very good candidate for the Ice Meteor, but it has a lot of flying enemies. I don't think any of them resist the Ice Meteor, so that is a plus. Oh, yes, please come down here. Oh, I wanted that to be fired off in this direction so we'd get the most out of, that shot, but whatever. There are also an awful lot of enemies in this game that fire, like, actual bullets at you. Kind of like how there are different kinds of enemies and different kinds of, like, heads they can have. There are also different kinds of, why are you on off? Oh, because I had a last boss. There are also a lot of different kinds of, projectiles as well. Like, the ones from the last level, I think, are called shockwaves, and they're usually used for melee battlers. But that was just a very rare example of one that was actually kind of long ranged. And these bullets right here are almost exclusively used for like long range attacks from your enemies. And as you'd probably expect from the fact that it's a bullet in the first place, it's also the main weapon of the it's also what the main attacks of the gunner look like a large variety of them. Anyway, let's see here. We're actually doing a lot of damage to these enemies right here. I really like how high his range is, so he can actually soften up these enemies a little bit before I actually get to them. That's a really nice feeling that I can actually do that. Let's see here. Making very good time here. This world is also kind of rare, in which I'm gonna skip this guy. He's not actually. Yeah, you're not worth my time. Okay, we have some dragons here, so the melee fighters might actually get some use out of this. The bosses of these areas are all underwater, like it's a submarine level. Kind of rare that we have an area like this. Like the beach in general is very odd. Like, it's just a very strange level in general, or a very strange set of levels. I want to give Yet to the Whipper because he might actually be better. Because he could actually, I think he has more range. He might not because, Gladiator has slightly more range, but that's only because of the Longswords card. I never quite used that weapon like this before. The ability to just reach a little bit longer of him does make a difference. Like, he probably couldn't be making half the attacks he's actually executing if it weren't for that item. Let's see here. Doing some very good damage here. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip these guys. We fought them, so, let's see here. Let's skip these and skip these guys as well. And okay, this is the boss I was thinking of. Let's see here. I'm gonna equip the staff of the. Actually, you know what? I think that might be a better choice. But this is a weird boss. It's another one of those odd bosses in which the main problem is that there's so many enemies as opposed to like a single enemy that singles you out. And even though there are a lot of enemies, I do still prefer the Ice Meteor for this fight, just because of the ability to slow these guys down. Oh, wait a second, that's what I was looking for. There it is. The Garnet 4. That'll very drastically increase the time at which the fire actually stays on the ground. So I'll equip that real quick. And then let's continue this fight. Let's see here. I want to say it's all I want from this boss, too. I think they also drop another gem, but I could be mistaken. And if I'm not, I can always just come back later. I can always check in the book if I really want to. Let's see here. This boss is kind of cool, actually. I really like the idea of it. How it's just like a bunch of like sea serpents that shoot lasers at you. That's really neat. Okay, so let's see here. I want to say these guys are not really that tough. Yeah, they're not really that tough. The boss is just a little bit tedious in general. So let's see here. Make it a very good time though. I mean, yeah, this might be one of those like actually, I think I will end it after this level, but we did get a couple of good levels done, and now that I actually yeah, now that I actually have these levels open, I think I'll go back and I'll try to grind for some of those some of the extra gems, assuming they aren't in Beach 3. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't 100% know off the top of my head where they're located, but I know they can't be far from here. So let's see here. Still, like, I find it very odd how I take all this time to grind, and like in the very next level I go to, I find like the immediate upgrades. Not too angry about though, because that was like still technically like leveling up, and I did get a lot of experience and a lot of oh, these guys actually give me 2% experience each. A lot of experience and a lot of gold as well, especially because they drop so much. Okay, there we go. So you actually got a level up there. Let's try to level you up real quick. More dexterity, more strength. Strength gives the magician more range, and dexterity gives boosts his agility. And you actually want a less number on that because it's yeah, the agility is kind of an odd mechanic, but I like it anyway. Basically, the lower this number is, the better it is. All right, so we defeated these fools. Now let's get out of here, and then let's actually, we still have Beach 3 left, so let's actually go back to town, and let's see here. Let's sell this off right here, and can I by chance buy the oh wow, look at these levels I haven't done yet. Can I by chance buy this book? Yes, I can. All right, so what am I going to be looking for? I'm going to be looking for the Topaz 4, which drops off the dragons. Let's see here. I'm also going to be looking for the Sapphire, which drops off the shockwave snakes, or whatever you want to call those things. Let's see. What's a rings card? Huh. That wasn't in the game when I last played. Let's see. I might grind for that just so I can see what it does. We're also going to want the Peridot for the Staff of the Poisoner. And let's see here. The Emerald for the Staff of the Poisoner as well. So I think we're going to be doing that off screen. And I will see you guys next time. In which case, we will have all those items, and we'll go after Beach 3. So there we go. Thanks for watching.